is essentially the sixth starter for this Liberty Flames team.
Porter saw a double, look up top to Peter, down the lane, puts it up left hand, rolls around it in.
Right on cue. You need energy, you need rhythm. You put
play until the 2nd of December. Had stress fracture in his foot. Didn't start until a quasi-homecoming in Western Kentucky. Corner, Peter, bucket.
What a pass
for Yet. He's back in. Peter's got 5. Peter deep 3, got it!
Taelon Peters shoots,
gets to the line a ton. It's a big part of how they can get points. Peter fed.
The pace, the rhythm, the tempo.
Down. He floats it short. Porter wins it. Matheny, great feed, layup. Liberty has not missed since the break. Does Jacksonville ready to sub in for Jack State? Cleveland for Liberty. Porter, kick corner, Peter, pop!
If that ends up being the matchup, but you want to talk about a dangerous 12 seed, my goodness, look out.
Touchdown, Liberty! Over the top for 2. The Euro hit side backboard. Here comes Porter. Lead for Peter. Rejected. That was bodied activity. Porter up top. Up fake. Cleveland, who when Liberty is really humming, is a huge cog. Feeds Peter. 3 ball.
Hard to believe that Taelon Peter didn't have a single division. Comes from overseas in the NBA. But Division II offenses have been running that style for over a decade.
Peter thought he got hit. The Flames get back within a possession. Cleveland kick. Peter for 3. And the foul! Counted for...
He came out. He's going to sit out for a little bit. You have to kind of weather this storm to get to the next media time.
Great cut. What a feed. Cleveland to Peter. It's back to 3 apiece on that trio. Liberty at 5 dimes on 12 buckets in the first half. It is 5 dimes on 5 makes this one. Peter rejected. Lou out of nowhere. Peter, top of the key 3. Flat miss. Hurd's got it.
Great recognition by you.
Stagnant. Peter. The miss, owl ball. Peter late to rejoin the fray. It's a 5. You can feel a hurried tempo here. Peter doesn't pull the trigger. Loses Lou. Stepping back. Pops a 3. Short. Yates playgrounds it. Woolley driving on Cleveland. Slams on the brakes. Bounce to Gordon. Taken away by Peter. Ahead of the field. A 2-possession lead.
Ball out of Cleveland. Driving. Puts it up. No. Right for the board. He taps it out. Matheny kicks it to the corner. Peter catches, fires, and hits. A scramble. It ends up in the hands of Peter.
You can see they're going to try to disrupt Liberty full court a little bit.
Cross-court pass. Peter catches, fires, and hits. And kind of a quiet night for Taelon Peter. With 5 points all in the second half. Again, Liberty facing some of this pressure. The freshman Decker gives it up. Peter again. Yes, sir! Taelon Peter from the opposite corner. He had Ev trying to drive on the freshman, has his pocket picked. 2-on-1 for the Flames. Hoffmer leaves it up. The catch and the finish by Peter.
Yeah, I think they were trying to go for the... You never know when it comes to March tournaments.
And the way this conference has been this year, you certainly never know. What you do know is Taelon Peter can flat out.
His defense is a bit of a slasher offensively, and he shows the quickness there getting that one to the right side of the rim.
Had 4 points and 4 rebounds against Liberty. Up top, 3-pointer fired up and down from Peter. 3 comes Peter the other way.
Yeah, falling away baseline shot for Blaise Cade is not his strong point.
Cleveland, nice find on the baseline to Peter, who converts the and 1. That's what Cleveland does against Cada, but Liberty gets an offensive rebound of their own, just as rare for the Flames. Beautiful touch pass to Moffmer, one more, Peter. Bang.
Wow. No matter what color you're cheering for, they were in a big hole at the first half at the Liberty game and came back to win that. So they can score points in a hurry, but they're going to have to start finding some range.
Peter can't convert on the three after the Marshall miss, and here comes Carr. That time a perfect move, but ball just hung up on the side of the rim.
Yeah, now over 3 minutes, scoring drought for Western Kentucky University.
Peter, corner three, that miss is short. Liberty now is at least cool.
Done that this season.
Yates' three-pointer misses, and WKU there created a rare shot off the dribble, but couldn't get the defensive rebound. Peter in the corner, that one's short. Batted out, and it goes to Bayless. For 27 overall from the floor, 18.5% so far for the Hilltoppers. Moffmore into the corner, another clean look. Peters fouled, hits, and one. A chance
that they bring to the game. Only 2 of them have exhausted their eligibility,
yeah.
So you could see as many as 11 of those players back.
Peter off the inbound, can't convert. Liberty only had 2 seconds to work with there. Got as good of a look as you've been able to dial it in here today.
Yeah, he was good. I mean, 1 point in the first half against FIU, followed by 18 in the second. We mentioned that he's a very good and spurty player, and he showed that spurtability there. But then
tipped. Bayless tried a mid-air putback. It was knocked away, and up with it is Taelon Peter. He goes all the way to the rack, scores with the bump, and one. Just like that, Liberty started a game earlier this year against Sam Houston.
Again, that's by virtue of the Hilltoppers' depleted staff. Jalen Dorsey as a walk-on has really been called into duty quite a lot. Fantastic leaping ability.
Into double figures now with 10 to join McHenry in that department for WKU. Aquino gets inside to Porter. Peter, top of the key, 3-ball. Rattles off. ODI with the board, and he's fouled.
Pretty good. Oh, good hands from Taelon Peter. And folks, we're about to have a show. Hello. Peter can sky, gets up for the flush.
How about, was that the...
Weston coming back the other way, and Aquino gets his hand on it, and Taelon Peter off and running, and Peter gets it to go. Taelon Peter eked down, and a big exhale from Justin Porter as he gets his first points of the game. Peter can sky! Taelon Peter can get off the ground, folks. And this young man, Peter, because he can get to the rim in a hurry. To Cleveland, kicks it back out. Look at the ball movement. Peter for 3. Won't go. And they're going to get...
Find an open teammate. I mean, it's an offense. If you're a shooter and you like to play the game the right way, I mean, oh, you want to play for Liberty. My goodness.
Aquino. They're going to push it up the floor. Peter, oh, that is just too smooth.
Peter did such a nice job. I'd like to run as much action as I can for Lance because he's figured it out in the first half.
And the junior transfer from Arizona State. Peter puts it home. Another three-pointer. 3. Porter working on the bigger Mustafa. Peter from the corner. That is pure.
And Porter had it
down the stretch. And Liberty up by 1. They won the first meeting. Good backdoor pass to Peter from Cleveland. And the Flames push that lead to 3. And so Trey Green also going to come in and give Cam Weston a break. Peter. That's off the mark. And Buford comes up with a rebound. Jalen counter. Off here, 7:40 left. And it's a 3-point game. Liberty trying to sweep the season series. Nice backdoor cut. Taelon Peter is unstoppable right now. The mismatch, Peter, but somehow Taelon comes away with it. And he tries to blow by Buford. And they count it. They're going to call, well, they're going to take a peek. Porter fighting to get by Matheny. Oh, it's blocked. And here comes Peter down the court. Switches to the left hand. Taelon Peter is on fire. Aquino.
I don't understand. Both teams are in the double bonus. Why did that missed free throw go to live games?
Well, right now, Kennesaw State leading in the offensive rebounds this afternoon, 5-1.
That cut.
Nice cut there, and a bucket there from Peter. Had to come and get it because Woolley nearly stole it away. Cleveland. Oh, what a pass. Peter cutting for the basket. And getting a huge bucket here for the Flames. Back to Porter up top. Porter, double. Back out to Cleveland. Peter for three. Puts it in! Rattles it home from downtown, plus the foul. 6:25 to go. 9-point lead here for Kennesaw State. Out to Peter with time. Shoots the three. Another one from downtown. You talked about him. Matheny gonna let it fly from three. That one's short. Tip in. Good! Taelon Peter.
Porter gonna back it out, reset. They've been trying to get Taelon Peter a look. Haven't been able to do it yet. They left him open here. Wing three on the way. Too strong.
Yeah, really good look. Niagu with over people.
Brigham had it picked. Flames take it away. 7th turnover of the night. And now the pass ahead. How about the catch and finish from Taelon Peter?
Don't let just enough length that it's altering him a little bit.
We saw Moffman do a good job on Jaden Brewer of FIU on Saturday. Doing a good job here tonight. Peter, corner three. That rims off.
And with a guy like Pierre, you're not going to shut him down.
Porter got the screen. Baseline weaving through traffic. Takes a little contact, kicks it out. Corner three for Peter, too strong. Good look. Taelon hasn't been able to get on track tonight. Peter on the run. Couldn't quite get the handle, so he'll pull it back out.
Good decision to pull it back out.
Corner three. Little too strong. Tapped out. Still batted around.
And they know it, so far they've held him in check.
Gabriel McKay got his man in the air, kicks out. They left Peter for a moment, spots up, rattles out. So a good look.
You don't know who you're.
That's right.
They're going to switch and double team and sometimes trap.
Kick out. Peter left open, knocks it in from the corner. That was 3 or 4 minutes of the first half. The Flames really struggled. Not so today. They have locked down defensively. Left open in the corner. Peter off the mark. Ball corralled by FIU.
Their strength, and they're not being exploited this year as much. Oh, my goodness.
Boy, that was partially deflected. Peter levitated, still made the grab, and then laid it in. Porter. Peter in the corner. Nothing there. He'll get it back out to his point guard with 10 on the shot clock. Right back to him in the corner. Spots up, left it short. Flames leaves it with 9 points so far in this ball game. As the big man Solitude on him, he'll fire from three, left it a little short.
Yeah, I thought he might try to save a basket.
That one picked now. Look out! Showtime! Taelon Peter, the two-hand flush off the steal. He's got 11
first. He should back himself down and try to get a little more closer to the basket, put a post move on.
Oh, man. 3 ball. That feels like maybe an early corner.
Well, he's a guy who can light it up quickly.
This time it's Porter in the lane, kicks it to Aquino. Peter for 3 from the corner, no. Kalu unable to corral it, but it's Terrell with the rebound. Wouldn't be for some technicalities, would be the nation's leading three-point shooter. He lights it up from downtown. This is another guy who can light it up from downtown. Is Taelon Peter.
You don't need to screen for me, just get me the ball.
I'll just put it up from wherever. Cleveland to Peter for 3. And that was too strong, and Jones went high for the rebound.
Good box.
One of these teams shooting real well. Liberty 31% from the floor. Miners at a 39% clip. Peter off the inbound has the 3, and he buries it.
Doesn't need a lot of space, comes off the seconds there. Lock in your defense.
Porter,
be patient offensively.
Shot fake. In the corner now to Peter for 3. And it goes begging. And
sitting down on the lap with the other guys off the ball. Make it really hard to bounce it too much and attack.
Good looking move there by Peter, who with the easy two-handed slam.
A little bit on that one.
When you got a head coach with that kind of experience, over 400 career wins, is a good take for Peter. Unable to finish though. Going left to right. Misses badly. Peter the rebound, and he goes racing the other way. Peter trying to do it all by himself, unable to do so, and here come the Miners now down on the side. That's Cleveland. Gets it to Moffmer. Moffmer back to Cleveland in the corner for Peter for 3. No. Rebound Horton. skip pass in the corner to McKay, to Peter, now to Cleveland. Back inside to Peter, good looking pass. Didn't get the call on the foul. Hamilton the rebound. Good, they're starting to egg it on as well. Peter, good looking pass inside to Cleveland. Cleveland dishes it to Matheny. Matheny back to Peter, wide open look for three. Bang!
And that's what you don't want.
Clock as Porter will inbound from the baseline.
Here's that baseline out of bounds again.
Good looking play is Peter getting up to put it down.
There it is.
Matchup to pay attention to. This is Porter inside the Cleveland. Cleveland dribbling away from pressure.
Bynum's got to stay locked in.
And he doesn't. Luckily for him, Peter misses the layup.
And again, I think they're trying to.
Three-point effort from Ahmad Bynum. And another empty possession for UTEP. Cross-court pass to Peter for three. Bingo!
And right now, Peter is,
especially now that you look at the clock, UTEP's got to start showing a little bit of urgency, under 4 to play. Peter, corner three, bang!
And right now, Liberty.
He has been excellent, especially in this second half. A little stretch there where he went nuts. And speaking of going nuts, coast to coast for the two-handed dunk.
There he goes again.
Another look for three. Can't get it to go. Aquino the rebound. Aquino up ahead to Porter, to Peter for the exclamation point, and that is going to do it.
Osborne making an impact defensively again. Closes out here on Peter, a deep corner two, swishes it in. He's a really good shooter. 6'4" redshirt senior for Liberty. Mismatch with Porter, defended by Shimanga. Lob down low, back to the arc. Off balance three, rims in for Peter. Liberty back in front by one. Aquino, Porter, Peter, Cleveland, and the coach's son, Gabriel McKay for Liberty. Long range three for Peter, and he knocks it down. His second half three. Aquino fakes the handoff, going to work on Shimanga. Peter, long range again, swirls this one away. Shimanga grabs the rebound.
And what Emmanuel Shimanga did there, Adam, we don't see.
Carpenter went crashing, and it's sent out to Peter. Porter in transition, had a layup, kicks it out to Peter, who knocks down the three.
And it's like a layup.
Aquino out by midcourt. Liberty's outscored New Mexico State 31-14 in the half. Peter, a stuff at the rim. Big half for Taelon Peter. He has 14.
If the Aggies are going to have a chance in Huntsville, Alabama.
Pickens throws it away. Picked up his dribble. Peter racing ahead, working on Sharon Fun, and he slips it through. Huge half for Taelon Peter. Under a minute left. Matheny on the spin. Trying to create. Shuffles in the corner. Peter's three is an air ball. 45 seconds.
He is a Hall of Famer on the sideline. Certainly, he has taken Liberty to new heights as a program.
There we go.
That three is good from Taelon Peter. Fresh into the game.
Making him earn everything around the basket. 71.3% from the field. He's going to play tonight to lead the nation. Nice back cut, Taelon Peter, who has been the sixth man of the year nationally. The Arkansas. And two cracks at it. And Bacho can't convert. Thought he might have been fouled. Taelon Peter, super sub behind the back move, looking for the layup. Bacho recovers and swats it away. Would rather be off the bench. Help the team, right? Porter completes a three-point play. Bacho the touch, the strip. Here comes Peter, right on cue. Finger roll to the basket for two. Taelon Peter gets it done for Liberty.
Scoring off shots. When it gets some ball reversal and cause the defense to shift and then get those shooters open.
Here's Peter off a curl. Back iron miss, Bacho. And that's the rebound defensively for Louisiana. Elkington stays in. Still no Bacho. Long stretch of time, and Coach Hester's kept his star big out here for Louisiana Tech. First shot off the glass for two. So back here in the brotherhood they have this Liberty team. This Colin Porter doesn't have any desire to transfer to Atlanta. This guy's good. Taelon Peter hangs and hits.
The athleticism
15 for the free throw line. Barely seen any playing time Tariq in the second half. It's been all Sean Elkington, the D2 transfer.
They want.
Contact Peter.
Ball movement has been excellent.
No whistle, Porter the fake. Peter in the corner. Free for three. Splash is a corner three ball. Matheny, quite a 1-2 punch in the backcourt. Best of friends off the court as well. Long three missed this time. And not close.
In Virginia, it's designed to not give anything away easy in the paint, which means there will be some three-point opportunities available to Jacksonville State as Peter knocks down a three.
Yep, Taelon boom over the big ones.
He is too tough to handle that deep in the paint. He's got good size and good strength and muscle that one in.
But so does Taelon Peter as he shoots it. Couldn't do it. Yep.
Peter could be starting for just about any team, and I mean, if there's a better six-man off the bench in the league this year, I'd like to see him. He has had a great season.
Yeah, he just loose ball. Peter has it. And he says, where's everybody? I'll just shoot it. Yeah. And in it goes, and timeout is taken. But Porter sends it down low to Aquino. Nobody's picking up the loose guard in the corner, and Peter.
When you're struggling to defend this Liberty team here in the first half, you don't want to give them too many chances at it.
Peter. And Peter and Porter in the backcourt. Peter. No, and the rebound skying in is Kelro. And the rebound handled by Xander Yates. He'll drop it off to Porter, who gives to Peter. One thing is for sure, the shooting has come to collapse back on defense. 19 on the shot clock. And the rebound is pulled down by Atuka. Peter. Zach Cleveland now. And Porter made no recycle it. Niago comes way out. Peter gets hot again.
Big mismatch here. Cleveland backing down Kelrod.
A three doesn't go, and the rebound for Corey Cotton. No. Ball is loose, taken by Liberty. You see the time remaining, bottom of your screen. Long range try. Peter is no good, and the game knocks a little more breathing room. Here now, backdoor feed, and Taelon Peter lays it in for two.
Richie McKay's record-setting game. 4 for 4 from the field, 4 rebounds. Aquino, a big part of what they do in Lynchburg. Here's Peter, There's a three. On cue for the super sub. Folks at UTEP, the 2-game swing out on the I-10 area in West Texas and Las Cruces. Here's Peter off a curl. Can't hit.
Nice look.
Offensive rebound, Sherman. Willie running. Porter, team's emotional leader. Matheny, fellow diminutive Dynamo guard.
Wow.
Peter up top hits another three.
How good is he? What a player. 1-3-1 trap again. After they score, they go to the 1-3-1 half-court trap. You got to score now. 0 for 3 so far against it.
Cleveland.
That's his spot, Dave.
Taelon Peter, the loss.
He goes to the basket. Good things happen. How about this?
Steal, Matheny.
Matheny had a couple of
Active
steals tonight.
hands again. Behind the back pass.
Oh.
Peter lays it in. What a play. Cade Matheny to Taelon. Another important Flame possession. Up double figures. Peter drives. Blocked away. Great rejection from Franquan Sherman. Caught the backcourt pretty well.
Very well. He's a redshirt senior, Cade Matheny. Willie's only a freshman.
Peter is free. The play design for Taelon Peter, but the super sub, not this time.
That timeout at 16 came at exactly the right time. There is the best shot blocker in CUSA.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Porter and Aquino playing pick and roll. Peter firing, hitting. Taelon Peter, you mentioned it right off the top, Patrick. Ball fake by Williams and everything but the bottom. And Peter had to get healthy in his own right. Missed this summer with a broken wrist, gets into a flow, and he certainly in that flow now.
Yeah, using that.
That pass a little bit off, or Aquino might have let it fly. Instead, it's Peter. That was contested perfectly. It makes no difference.
Yeah, what a tough shot. And he's part of my fantasy team this year. I appreciate it, Johnny.
For a lot of people.
Yeah, breakout year.
There was some doubt early on, and those of us around Miami all knew it was not a action. Jones skips through. Too much gas. Peter pushing pace. Taelon Peter behind the back. That is pure talent.
Oh, yeah, beautiful finish.
In transition. Panthers do a great job of adjusting. Still, Peter nearly had a easy three-point make.
Good ball.
Most for Travis Gray. Peter, three the old-fashioned way. Wanting to get set up in that half-court defense, and Liberty has navigated it with relative ease so far, getting the ball quickly across the timeline. Hello!
A nice little backdoor cut.
Before the half. Moffmer cleans. Peter, again! 2 dunks in a couple of minutes. The sharpshooter.
Porter, who have stuck around and been a big part of this program and key contributors for several years.
So we're a very strong NIL system in Lynchburg, combined with great facilities and commitment.
Game in particular, but in the pregame, guys, Patrick and I watched the Liberty players help physically lift him up into the air so he could throw a ball down at the net. And while the stat sheet hasn't necessarily been lit up.
Use your size. We've seen Chimanga. The Aggies have some big guards. They have a size advantage against Liberty. They need to use that. For Liberty, already mentioned it, you got to rebound. You got to keep Aggies off.
And we are all tied at 21, under 7 to go here in the first half. The cut and the finish. Taelon Peter rises up. Man, it's just the three. No, Yates pulls down the rebound. Flames look to push. Peter on the run. And he couldn't hit. Kind of lost the handle. It looked like it rolled down his hand a little bit as he after that loss to Jacksonville
State. And I think everybody thought with Kennesaw State joining the league, they're going to have to take their lumps, but they are right in the mix.
They absolutely are. They have been a tough out so far this year as Taelon Peter gets the bucket. Taelon Peter, no hesitation, rises up, can't connect. Flames still have not had much success. People rave about just what great personalities they have, what positive influence they are.
Great students in the classroom.
Peter, a little hesitation, and rises up off the window.
Yeah, Chimanga came
for his practice, and he was a great defensive coach at Abilene Christian where he was for 6 years. Brought him to the NCAA tournament 2 years.
Cut, baseline, missed there, off the bench. Taelon.
Yeah, no, 2 in a row.
22 threes now of the year for Frazier III. Peter in the corner, trying to stay hot, coming off the 33-point game. 2-man game, repost. Aquino.
Bola Matheny's red hot.
Here's Peter, the super sub. Way off on this shot. Thought he might have been fouled. Track deflections, Pete. Baylor had a challenge. Nothing doing there. Swatted away. Cleveland on the run. Peter, too strong in a layup.
Make that.
He thought he was fouled. That's the third.
College of Charleston, last couple of years, had a lot of guys, Dave.
That's right. Ruled the Coastal for 2 years in a row.
Division II.
Here's Peter up top. Thinking three. Hits a three. Taelon Peter is back.
And drive. You can beat, I think, the Liberty guards off the bounce. A little more athletic.
Here's Peter. Another one. On cue for the super sub. After a rough first 10 for 11 from the field. 6'4" sophomore.
Yep. Zach Cleveland's got to get going.
Here's Peter. He's been going all right that time. Can't.
In conferences, they get different balance. It's a great league.
Cleveland for Peter. Finds himself in the paint. Finds himself free for 2. Barnes trying to draw the charge on 6. Here's a good one. About 14 a game. Also leads the team in assist blocks. Second in rebounds and steals. Tops on the team as well. Nice take to the basket. And Peter emerged.
That Cleveland's got to get going.
You've been saying that for a while, Pete.
I know.
Moffmer cut. Peter lays it in. 2 more.
Peter.
He's got 20 tonight.
Gabe, it's his world.
Kid at home in the lead by 3. You saw that graphic, 91% shooter when he's at the rim. Peter slams it down. He climbs the ladder and delivers a sledgehammer jam. Porter in the trees, nowhere to go. Here's Cleveland against Elkington. Peter, reverse lay-in is good. Boy, what great vision. What a 12 points here in the first half. He comes in averaging 9 points a game. Well, we mentioned it at the top. He had 25 in that win against Grand Canyon, so he's capable. Peter hits a 3. He's shooting 38% here for the Flames. Flames get out to a slow start, but a much better finish here in the waning moments of the first half. Peter again for 3, and down it goes. Back to it, misses the banker. 8 seconds to go. Here comes Liberty. Matheny with 5. He finds Peter. He's been hot from outside in the first half, and he misses that 3 at the buzzer. And halftime is here.
And they've continued to develop, and now they're Conference USA level players.
Aquino inside, outside Peter. That's a 3. And that's good again by Peter. His 3rd 3 of the game. 15 points.
Back to defense. Defense a matter of multiple efforts. Offense best with multiple actions.
Peter, catch and shoot 3 is missed, and the rebound by Ree for Luis. Here's Matheny with the ball. He's averaging 14 points a game, only 3 points on the night. Hit a 3 in the first half. Gives it to Peter, goes inside, Dipsy do, and lays it in.
How impressive has he been this season? They've got to put some points on the board this possession, though.
And where do you expect him to go?
Well, with Porter out, I was going to say Peter's your best 3-point shooter.
And he puts it in. Peter, 22 points for Baccio, still a 2-possession lead here for the Bulldogs. We're coming up in a minute to go. Backdoor pass, Peter throws down a slam.
I don't know if that was a better pass or a better finish.
Louisiana Tech, shot clock is off. Moffmer trying to create, finds Peter, open 3. Rebound, over the back foul, called on it. 24 points for Baccio. Lead is 6, full 2-possession game here. In the lead is Louisiana Tech. Peter a 3, and it goes in.
Yeah, 85 feet.
8 seconds to go. Cleveland passes to Peter, puts up a 3. Off the mark. 2 seconds to go. Moffmer's shot is off the mark as well, and that is.
Will shoot the 3 at any time. They have great range in their shots.
And Liberty's comfortable late in the clock. Back cut. Nice look from Aquino to Taelon Peter.
Great offense. And move without hands. Good hand, left hand, right hand, strong. Physical guard.
11 points and only 1 made 3. Here's Taelon Peter in the corner for Liberty. Spins out. Wilkerson has the rebound. Bearcats a chance. Jackson Ford, the freshman from Prosper. Boarded by Aquino. Runs it into the front court. Peter with the flush. Timeout, Sam Houston. Matheny in a two-man game with Aquino. Kick, triple try. Peter, Liberty has its largest lead. Taylor ripped away by Matheny.
Great hustle by the Flames.
Sending Liberty on the run. Peter off the glass. Off the steal from Matheny. Bucket for Peter.
Got a little lead now.
Lob off the baseline, taken away by Porter. Couldn't execute the play. Peter has a run-out dunk. And the first double-digit lead for him. But it's kind of on brand for Liberty. Made 3s, not a lot of free throws.
Yeah, you picked that out, Cardi, right.
Into the corner, Peter fires another 3. That's an air ball into the hands of Marcus Boykin.
That's his spot, you.
Get it to Wilkerson.
Yeah, exactly. You've been saying that, Carter, for a while.
19 straight double-figure scoring games. Peter can't answer. Long rebound. Run down. Moffmer has it on the offensive rebound. Second chance for Liberty.
2-possession game. Liberty get a good shot now. Play good D now. If you're Sam Houston, nice cut.
Nice cut. Peter. One. Up the look from Cleveland. Peter finishes.
Stop. It's not over yet, but you got to get it stopped.
Porter cut off. Peter down the baseline, right at Sacco. Sacco bothered the shot if he didn't block it.
Offense. Nice pass there from Matheny. Cleveland can't handle it. Matheny gets it back. And there's Taelon Peter for his first 3 of the night.
Another guy that'll light you up.
Oh, watch this kid. And here come the Flames. Oh, Peter, I'm telling you, quick first step and does a great job.
In his last 3 games, so definitely feeling it early. And keep in mind, that's in and out for Peter. Again, Richie
and counter. Oh, rejected by Aquino. And here comes Peter. Up, off the glass.
And they were looking for a goaltend, but it just goes out of bounds.
He's always looking to make a play.
Porter working on Porter. Peter from the corner. That's off the mark, and Mustafa with the rebound.
And Weston stepped into it, tried to hit Mustafa underneath, and Porter picked his pocket.
Look at that.
Peter, silky, smooth.
Look at that, unselfish basket.
19-point lead for the Flames. Peter in the corner. No foul call there.
Was it good acting or?
Yeah, and it's great unselfish play by the Flames. Taelon Peter in the corner. That's off the rim, and Porter gets it back on the tip out.
Put a little bit of pressure at this 1-2-2 press. Probably get back into a man-to-man as Peter
ain't afraid. Yeah, the long rebound.
Now those shots are going to be.
Every shot's contested. No easy looks.
Holding opponents just 39%. Back cut. Nice movement into the corner. The 3 won't go from Taelon Peter. Boarded by.
Change the press now. It's a 1-2-2, 3/4 court zone press. They need a defense to get their offense going.
Cleveland kick to the corner. Peter not going to miss that one. One miss earlier. Cleveland faces up. Tries to drop it off. That was touched by a topper. So kick to the corner. Peter misses. Tap in goes. Nobody boxed out Aquino.
And get a good shot now, Liberty. Mismatch. Aquino's pretty good off the bounce.
Peter tries a 3. Off the look from Aquino. Fight for the rebound. Won by Peter. 5 second-half turnovers by Liberty. Peter steps in again. This is, again, usually excellent 3-point shooter. Yeah. He's cold tonight.
Nice adjustment, guy. Coach Richard McKay.
6'8", but he can handle it.
Yep. They got a lot of good ball handlers and shooters.
Peter in the corner. Second made 3 of the game for Taelon Peter.
Yep. They can play D now.
Porter into the corner. Taelon Peter buries another triple. So back-to-back made 3.
It's a glass. I mean, earlier in the week, they just crushed Evansville on the boards by 30 rebounds.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. Peter, corner 3. That rattles out. That was something KT Turner said going into that. Working hard has held Ware to 2 of 7 from the field.
Held his ground, stayed straight up, kept his arms straight up. Did not get a foul called.
Peter in rhythm, the triple. Little 2-man game with him. But now he's spinning towards the hoop. Had that denied. Aquino with another block. Liberty looks to run. Cleveland, the lob in. Peter couldn't handle it. Aquino there for the offensive board. Now Matheny fights and purposes have the final shot of this half. Taelon Peter says, forget that. I'm open. Let me fire. 9 seconds left. Doesn't matter. Let me knock down the corner.
Set the offense up. Run some clock.
Aquino gets it out to Porter. On the wing. Peter in rhythm triple. That's pure. The Flames poised in that dangerous pass. Now Aquino loses it again. Flames need to hustle to get a look. Peter will launch a deep one. No. Offensive rebound nearly stuck back in by Moss.
But
that one denied. Aquino again.
From behind.
Peter, run out. Sweeping through off the window with the left hand. Taelon.
And again, usually if they're getting some support from the 3-point line, they're a very good team.
Aquino kicks it out. Peter left open. Corner 3 off the mark. Good look. Didn't fall. That one's stolen away. Good defense by Cleveland.
Yeah, he read it perfectly.
Leaves it for Peter for the easy 2. And just like that, they're about that. Zach Cleveland from range. Liberty now with 12 threes on the day. Now backdoor cut. Matheny kicks to Peter. He left it up and in. Boy, just left it for Peter. Gives it up to Ware. In through traffic, now it's his turn to have it stolen. Zach Cleveland, head of the pack, leaves for Peter. The reversal. It's showtime in Lynchburg. First two games here at home.
Yeah, and with a couple of really tough opponents in Western Kentucky and Middle Tennessee.
Peter lines up another three. Online but short. Upstead grabs the rebound. Into Moffmer. Again, a little size advantage here for Javon. He'll kick it out to Peter. Three ball, that goes.
Nice.
You know he's a big-time athlete. He's Escamilla with the three ball.
Yeah, he's a great shooter. Real good, nice range right there.
Peter again. Oh, he's feeling it.
Yeah.
He found his spot over there near that corner.
And it's showing that he is definitely ready.
Matheny with the steal. Peter will try it from the other corner.
Why not?
Nah, you know what? He likes the other one better, I think. They kick it out to Porter.
As well.
Good hands. Porter taps it away. Now looks to run. Taelon Peter got the handle, got the flush.
Effortless. It's just effortless.
I mean, he kind of caught the game, and you and I both said, Naz, we felt like that was his most complete game.
Yeah. Yeah, he shot some threes. He went off the dribble.
And he's getting to the rim here, but can't finish. Quickly the other way. St. Andrews turns it over one more time. The pass ahead. Peter, showtime! And that one left well short. That's an area that Moffmer has really grown this season, the defensive end. Peter, straight to the rim.
Man, he just so comfortable. Length.
Peter pump fake, got his man in the air, drives to the rim, bucket and the foul. When you have to respect that three ball, the night for Christopher Coleman, junior out of Saginaw, Michigan. Peter, goodness, just swoops in and lays it in for two.
And he is
meeting. That's the only time they've ever met, was a year ago. Porter kicks out. Peter, a little too strong. Tapped out by Aquino. Escamilla, that one partially blocked by Aquino. The long and the finish! Taelon Peter from the rock! Richie McKay just trying to get a stoppage so he can get some of these starters out of the ballgame. Peter not done yet. Oh, it was down and out. How did that not go down?
That's crazy. The net just...
He's up ahead of the pack. Peter, what's he got up his sleeve? The reversal.
That was crazy. And
that three off the mark. This has turned into, this has been like NBA All-Star game level, like not a whole lot of defense, just who wants to showcase what they can do.
I think it's number 2.
Taelon
right
Peters showing it.
Where this opportunity takes him.
Yeah, something else that Kyle had shared is Taelon Peter, oh boy, look out, full head of steam. Don't get in his way. Hammers home another. Going back to Kyle, the team for the Spurs is very similar to the way things were run when he was here at Liberty. He's like, that prepared me so well. I mean, get out of here. Taelon Peter. He's saying, feed me.
It's a
feed me. Off the mark. Rebound to Enan as it looked like as Kalionis took a shot to the face on that play. He's wincing as the drive and the finish. Taelon Peter in traffic throws it down.
And he
18-8, Flames by 10, just under 11.5 to go. Peter spots up, a little too strong. Fight for the rebound. Enan trying to find
points.
6 offensive rebounds already for NCA&T in this ballgame. Peter left open from beyond 3. That goes down. Good start for Taelon Peter. He's got 6.
Little baby hook from the big fella.
His first bucket of the ballgame. Peter open from the corner. A little too strong. So a couple of stops now for NC.
Kunis didn't buy it. Good block by the big guy.
Now picking his pocket is Peter. And he'll go in strong with the left hand. Taelon Peter, he's got 8 tonight.
That was a nice take.
Kind of holding up his hand, everybody. Matheny of all people, then he shifts gears, drives and kicks. Peter knifing his way through off the window with the left hand. Goodness, Taelon Peter.
Get a real big basket in transition to move. Took some contact, but still finished.
Moffmer swings it. Peter left open, corner 3, too strong. The Aggies get another stop. Athene behind the back, trying to free himself. Kicks out. Peter, corner three. Left it short. Aggies want to run. I think Sisk just realized it, trying to go to work now. Lost the handle, nearly poked away. Now Peter tracks it down, ahead of the pack, lays it in. Got caught a little bit under the rim there, but was able to. After leaves it off for Peter. Driving, rising up, couldn't get it to fall. He started to take off there. You weren't quite
hard, and you try to win maybe some of these segments, and guys love this. You get a chance to really see what you're up against, see what you're made out of against. Really one of the best mid-major schools in Liberty.
That's off the mark. Marv Pagan was the shot attempt. Central Penn just 2 of 9 from the field to start this game. Peter on the other end steps into a 3. That doesn't fall. Working or counting on us for updates.
And I cannot confirm whether there's the football game may be playing on a phone in our general vicinity.
We'll keep an eye on it. Up tempo now, harder to do against a team the caliber of Liberty. As Peter spots up again from the wing, that's off the mark. So we're seeing the Flames get those good looks.
This game kind of comes at a perfect time.
Peter thought about it again, and then let it fly. That one a little too strong. So Liberty, Hoffman handles the basketball, kicks out. Aquino thought about the 3. Now he's going to put it on the deck, gets it to the corner. Peter will take his turn and knocks it down. Probably the right choice in the grand scheme amongst all these guys. Like, as long as they're winning, everything else is going to work out. The lob, Aquino, the finish.
No, Peter on the finish.
No, Peter rises up more
yes.
than they did as a team a year ago. I think it's about 2.5 more free throws per game than what we saw a season ago. So if you're going to get there more, boy, it'd be nice to knock them down. Peter, now has 18 points in this ball game, matching the 18 he had in the last home game. Peter drives and lays it in for 2. Gets up with a smile on his face. Right now, you're sitting there on that Liberty bench. You're Richie McKay.
Yeah.
As, boy, again, you see the athleticism. Taelon Peter able to lay it in.
With the lead. You talk about Shoemate being Defensive Player of the Year. He has really shown some offensive dexterity in this tournament.
Peter too strong. Cooper Graff Player of the Year for the conference. He's on the bench right now for McNeese as Liberty attacking with Taelon Peter.
Even at 6'9", he can stretch the floor. They can move him around.
Porter the shot fake. Peter the 3. Porter the assist.
The bench.
Enan with 8 points. 5 of them in the second half. Also,
team.
Peter shot fake. The drive-by lost the handle. And a Chores pass grabbed by Cleveland. And Peter gets it to fall. And the whistle.
Liberty team difficult to do.
Athene gets it to Yates and then back. Now Peter for 3. Peter makes it. And the foul.
Once your ticket is a mid-major, now it's going to find different ways to find players, whether it's Division II, JUCO, transfer portal.
Peter gets swatted by Evans, but gets it back. And Porter the throw ahead to Peter. Peter through the challenge of Davis.
Physicality, tough for him to score.
Aquino, nice backdoor feed, and Peter gets the lay-in.
That's Richie McKay's answer. 6'8", 270 is Katinge. Big body inside.
There's Taelon Peter. No good from the corner. Offensive. Cleveland the dump off, gets it back, now finds Peter in the corner. Offensive rebound, and now
3% against Mount St. Mary's 1983.
That'll improve the percentage. The lob to Peter by Northern Iowa, the team you were an assistant coach for a long time at, against Boston College in 2009. So after your coach.
247 and 127 at Liberty, 412 and 285 overall.
I don't think Liberty was out here throwing lobs once they run their sets and they get shots out of it. And the switching defense has kind of smothered that a little bit.
Quick to the bucket, dish into the corner. That ends the drought. 3 from Taelon Peter. What do they call you?
Yeah, not amateur Pete Sampras.
They don't call him as the answer, Paul. They don't want to see him.
Underneath the Voikatitis. No foul called. Clean block. And that leads to a goaltend. A bucket on the other end. Taelon Peter. Here's Aquino, has a mismatch if he wants to use it. Instead, a rocket pass into the corner for 3. Pass. Peter. Working on a mismatch here. Ready in the post. Out to Enan. Peter can't get the roll. Voikatitis. And again, a turnover. Timely possessions, Rob.
Yeah, that's not exactly what you were looking for there. And now they're going to have to go review that elbow.
Beat underneath the Cleveland. Kicks it out. Peter for the lead. Yes!
Another great couple games.
Aquino gets it on the post. He has looked good early in his career. Now the long 3 on the way, off the mark. Rebound, chase down, bodies hit the floor in the corner. Shot clock. Bruins deep 3 on the way. That's left short. Rebound to Porter, pass ahead. Running the floor, Peter lays it up and in for the first 2. Boy, you see Peter.
They got their backs against the wall too.
Yeah, the injury bug has hit them hard early in the year. Porter, fast break, the lob. Peter, the 2-hand throwdown. Taelon Peter rising up early.
Assists already. That was a beautiful one right there.
And now another steal. Peter
Look out.
Ahead of the pack. It's showtime. You think Peter probing the defense. A little hesitation. Soft touch off the window. Nope, couldn't get it to fall. Peter coming from Arkansas Tech where he was.
Yeah. You got a good shot, take it. If you can get some easy shots, get to the free throw line, just try to find some easy points because they're hard to come by.
Well, and Peter had a clean look. That doesn't fall.
Getting a lot of good looks.
A little too unselfish there. Gets it back now in the corner. Peter will spot up, top of the key. That's pure.
Real nice, real nice.
9 points. Even further, they go to the Virgin Islands to face Louisiana, and then they could potentially see K-State after that. So there is a tough test awaiting them moving.
Porter, he'll hand off to Peter. Cleveland gives it right back. Beautiful bounce pass entry, but can't finish. The coaching staff for Liberty wanted goaltend on Dan there. Might have Moncrief with another steal. Crossing over midcourt, lost it, picked up, Flames, fast break. Alley-oop, Peter somehow went up and got that. Super athletic, just wasn't enough time to get it on in this one. Turnover by the Red Hawks, Cleveland. Corner. Inside and one. What a finish. Taelon Peter takes it to the between these two squads. Porter downhill, stops at the block, dumps it off. Ball kicked out. Peter hesitated for a second, then shot the 3. Did not get that in rhythm.
Operate the press break, and it's Porter from up top. Peter's 3. Knocks out. Pulled down by Tyler Schmidt. It was really a big question mark for Schmidt. As Coach Roger Powell said, like you said, you can score pretty much anywhere if you got the talent, as that rattles off. And Valpo's going to try to run the floor. And extra to the corner. Peter driving, swinging, finds it in the corner, and connects with the tray.
And it's hard enough to
looked like they've measured up better to that disadvantage. Peter opens room for himself, going up high. It clatters off.
They always talk about make the extra pass. I feel
ultimately deciding after a couple conversations with Coach Powell late last year to come back. Aquino elects not to take in mid-range. Instead, it's a three. It's Taelon Peter. You know, that was inched back. Ooh. Who else but Aquino maybe to provide some juice. Open three. It's good for Peter. A breakdown, but the pass a little out of the area code for McKay. Instead, it's Peter up top.
Couple of meetings. Yeah, Mothmer is an excellent on-ball defender, probably Liberty's best on-ball defender.
House contested Jay on the way. Peter.
House is playing.
Ray Harper knows 6:11 to go. They need every precious point. And a miss. Here comes Porter. Lead for Peter. Rejected. That was bodied activity. Porter up top. Up fake. Deep three, Matheny. No. That's something the portal has really opened eyes to across the country. Oh, Cottle, tough shot. Peter soars for the board.
Well, a lot of the modern offense in college basketball at Division I level comes from over.
Taken away. Woolley show and shake on Peter. Erupts to the rim. Rejected by Aquino. And Liberty maintains. The technique.
You can't go one hand. You got to go two hands.
You can hear Adam Sandler now.
Mop, 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 all day long.
Gordon miss. I'm not sure if Turpentine will be part of it. Ball at Purdue. Top long two. Untrue, and Peter had it and saves it. Liberty's hit its last 6 of it. Gordon. Woolley releases. And misses. Flames searching for their first lead of the semifinal.
Boards 5 assists last night. He came in battling a calf injury, so he has some tape on that calf, and we wonder, go back-to-back nights with the effects of that. I can tell you during warm-ups.
Passing lanes, that's what the Miners do.
Feed to Kalu, gets low position, couldn't make the layup. Peter comes away with it, he's on the run. Blows it up, Flames will 7-all here, 15 minutes to go in the first half of this Conference USA quarterfinal. Barnes has that one rim.
Yeah, that one looked good all the way right to the end. Barnes did a great job.
Regular season, they were moving the rock last night.
Yeah, with the intent of getting good shots. You know, these guys can get shots anytime, and that was sort of the problem, Coach Golding said. They were just taking bad.
Barnes. That one not free, now finds a cutting Teb. Doesn't hit. UTEP screaming for a foul, they don't get it. Trying to get it in.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to get him a touch.
Here he goes working on Aquino.
Oh, got
that one off.
Doesn't make it, but that's a good shot. That's a good possession.
Liberty in the head position.
They have 3 players in the top 10 of the conference in minutes per game. They're the only team in the league that can say that. As McHenry misses, and now we see for the first time Taelon Peter averaging 13.5, dips by 6% from 38 to 32. They've been under 40 in all of their losses overall this season as Cada can't convert down low, and here comes Peter the other way.
Yeah, falling away baseline shot for Blaze Kick.
Steal, and WKU can piece together a little bit of a run here. Lander driving inside. Can't get it to go against the contest there at the rim. Good job of defending without fouling by Moffman.
Yeah, forced the shot, but agree.
And they're one of the worst offensive rebounding teams in Conference USA. Cleveland flips it up. That one misses against Cada, but Liberty gets an offensive rebound of their own, just as rare for the Flames. Beautiful touch.
Assist at this point. You can see that all of their shots are being created by one-on-one plays off the dribble.
Colombe can't get it to go. That a good look off the inbound. And bringing it across half court is Peter to the left. Never know what you're going to get until you see it play out on the floor.
Well, the Hilltoppers they were in a big hole at the first half at the Liberty game and came back to win that. So they can score points in a hurry, but they're going to have to start finding.
Step back, kick out. Colombe goes to work against Peter, running across the lane. Left-handed shot won't go, and Peter gets the rebound as well.
An aptitude. And hard-nosed teams that can do those things well are going to win a lot of games. Whether they're capable, whether they're really good players or not, irrelevant. If you can do
everything. Marshall, kick out. Jackson for three. Can't convert. Tipped. Bayless tried a mid-air putback. It was knocked away. And up with it is Taelon Peter. He goes all the way.
Counter in the corner. In and out.
When you watch this Liberty offense.
Luth now, down low. And it's Peter with the rebound. New Mexico State at the end of February. How about Trey Green for three? A little too hard. And Cleveland gets his hands on it, and Peter comes away with it.
Who not want to see the Liberty Flames on a neutral site floor in the NCAA tournament? It's one of those bracket buster Cinderella type offenses, Fran Charles. I'm telling you right now.
All right, I like it.
So you're in the double bonus, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, both teams have been on the double bonus for a minute. And so it doesn't go. Aquino.
I don't understand. Both teams are in the double bonus. Why did that missed free throw go to live? Offensively, it's got to be top three.
Third 30-point game of the year for Taelon Peter. Weston. And Porter and Peter collide. And Weston's up.
That one looked good coming off the hand.
Look at these guys on the offensive glass.
Now it's Cottle launching. That one is short. Peter snags it for Liberty.
It's just gotten more disciplined here in the second half. Only 3 personal fouls from the first 9 minutes.
Woolley inside. That one's blocked. Cleveland with a nice job of getting up there with a fingertip block. It's about as loud as it's been so far this afternoon. Cottle can't get the runner to go. Liberty can tie it with a three. In and out. Matheny gonna let it fly from three. That one's short. Tip in, good! Taelon Peter.
From the top of Cleveland, can't get it, but the offensive rebound kicks out. Walking into a three, off the mark, and that rebound goes to Peter on the move.
Yeah, Flames get lucky there and escape with the offensive rebound. Gamecocks have that to rely on. They just look, we got to just get a little momentum going into halftime and regroup.
Cleveland, pass ahead to him, full head of steam, weaving. He's averaging 9 points, 8 rebounds a game for the Gamecocks. He gets 1 of 2.
Could happen down there in Huntsville in a couple weeks.
Good move, unable to convert. Offensive rebound, second opportunity, no good. Travis Gray had a couple looks at it.
These Panthers are all over the glass. Oh, Liberty's not hitting those long threes.
Solitude gets deep, fading away, and couldn't get it to fall. Good position, unable to score over the top of Aquino. Percent from the field, they just can't get shots. They give it away too quick.
Well, here's a guy that can get it started.
A little bit wild off balance there, taken by Peter. Moffmer on the move. Right back to Taelon.
But he certainly altered it.
Brewer looking inside. Solitude has had a strong start, turn around, and did everything but go in.
Yeah, he faded a little bit on that. I would like to see him. And it was great to see Xander come in. And again, another guy that's filled a unique role, doing it really well.
One and done for FIU on that possession. Look to run the other way. Brewer cut off. Free ball partially blocked. Cleveland got a piece of it. Aquino able to just deflect it to a teammate.
Yeah,
Cleveland unable to finish the three-point play there. Good looking pass there from Terrell. Kalu faces up and unable to convert on that attempt.
Got to take it right at him. If you're going to shoot that little jump hook, don't shoot a fadeaway jump hook. But they were able to get the offensive glass on that one.
This is Terrell. Otis Frazier will take a look from three, and it goes in and out. That was all but in.
Something like that, he's going to knock it down most times.
This is Barnes, step back three. No. A little too strong on that effort from Barnes.
even though he's only made one.
He gets it to Bynum. Bynum spins his way out of trouble, crosses a man up, and puts up the three, unable to get it to fall, and the rebound to Peter. Peter will slow it up because he didn't have the numbers. Now he gets it to Aquino. As we get it all sorted out, no upgrades. Hamilton's got it off the inbound, and Hamilton airballs the hook shot.
Felt like he got it where he wanted.
Back to Camper. Inside to Hamilton it goes. Hamilton, some contact down low, trying to get his own rebound, unable to do so. And now here comes Liberty the other way. Under a minute.
Little horns action here.
This is Bynum going left to right. Misses badly. Peter the rebound, and he goes racing the other way. Peter, now it's Terrell, right to left. Bynum near wing, 10 on the shot clock, will put it up, and it's too far. Too much muscle on that three-point effort.
Starting over, 0-0.
Barnes dribbles right to left, pull back three, off the front iron, no. Peter the rebound.
Got to move the basketball, got to be patient.
Terrell can't convert on the free throw. And that's been something he's struggled a little bit.
Cleared by Peter. Cleveland back in. Cleveland sagging off. Sharon Font. Fadeaway jumper. Carl rims it away. Collected by Peter. You have to think at some point. Jackson spinning, kicking. Harris, a corner three, swirls off. That was down and out. And then Peter might have dribbled it off his leg. He did. He creates. Carpenter lost it. Jackson squirts it for Harris, has to shoot. Got rim. Carpenter went crashing, and it's sent out to Peter. The Aggies looking for an easy bucket. Cook a three. Missed it short. Battle for the rebound. Bostic pulls it in, and we get a jump ball. Jason Hooten felt like trailed by 5 at the break. Cook inside the arc, a pull up, no good. Nate Chamaga got a hand on it. Grabbed in the corner by Matheny. Bostic on the bench, Carpenter and Harris on the bench. Pickens to the rim. Pickens misses it up close, had a layup attempt. Peter has it poked away by Jackson.
By getting 2 to the basketball. They're playing one-on-one defense in the post and trying to let those guys score.
Oh my goodness. Aquino with the swat. Matheny, catch and shoot. You're in out of their seats, wanted a whistle.
Good no call. Porter completely embellished that contact, but you can't lose it.
Peter fighting for the board. Aquino turns away from the hoop. Matheny.
Javon Moffmer's been all over the place. He was a prolific scorer in D2. He does a bit of everything in D1. Yates! Unselfish perimeter passing. Timeout, Jack.
Offense scoring efficiency. How about Mr. Peter doing it off the bench, John Sadak?
Oh,
and
what a feed.
Hello.
And the jam. Peter.
Dangerous pass.
Peter returned. Porter. Rhythm three.
It's worth more than 2.
Taelon Peter, as you pointed out, is in. He's got the ball in his hands on the drive. Their top scorer. Up top, Yates. Rhythm three. He's got it.
It's no secret. If they don't have juice when they start.
Now they're really just now in earnest running their offense. 11 to shoot. Rhythm three. Got it. When they're going, that's what they do.
First turnover of the night already for Zach Cleveland. It's taken right back. Now Cleveland ahead of the pack. Goes into Heb and lays it in for 2. So some sloppy basketball going both ways there.
Cleveland has it knocked away but gets it back. Now outside to Peter. Reset up top with Porter. He pulls over McHenry. Gave him space and he takes advantage.
It's 8 rebounds, the high for the team, but it's not added much offensively.
Had 9 against FIU. Right side, three-pointer, quick trigger, and it's buried from Decker.
It was the U19 team. So Peter, circus pass to Aquino. Yes, sir.
By the way, the foul, they ended up giving it to Taelon Peter. Time winding down on the shot clock. 2 on the shot clock. Fall away at the horn. They got it.
Wow. Kennesaw State did everything they possibly.
Peter, bounce pass. Nice feed to Aquino. Attack into the basket. Gets it off the window and in.
That's just picture perfect.
Now over the corner. Moffmer drives it in. Floats one up. Oh, what a shot there from Moffmer.
You're going to come up. They'll trap these corners. Uh-oh.
Inside to Cleveland. And that gets him off the schneid. That ends the 13-0 run.
Into Zach. Had the dunk, just lost the handle. Instead, they kick out to Peter. Over to Matheny. Spikes up, knocks it down. Well, you take 3 for 2 anytime, won't you?
Percent from 3 on the season. One thing you'll notice, whenever Liberty goes in the post, and wow, that can't happen. Whenever Liberty goes in the post on offense, and trying to let those guys score.
Oh my goodness. Aquino with the swat. Matheny, catch and shoot. That's the 3. Come on.
Great athlete, slasher, really good at getting to the rim. Peter.
Yates again, thinking 3. How about it? A couple off the bench for Xander Yates.
What else is doing? Just focus on themselves. Not a turnover.
Decker Jr. on the game. Loose change for Peter. Here comes Liberty again. Matheny free for 3.
8 seasons of the 12 Liberty seasons, he's won 20 games.
Falcons' 18th win. His son shoots in the corner and has it. Nicely done, Tariq.
Got them up by 9 points against Liberty. Largest lead of the day for Jacksonville State. Porter. Wow. He has been strong, and timeout.
Shot. Look at the ball movement. Okay, handles here. It's handling the timer for Liberty. Coach's son on a bounce. Peter, kick out. Moffmer, 3. Got it. It's a triple for Liberty.
That's what Liberty wants him to do, Dave. Shoot from the outside.
Peter from Porter for 3. Colin Porter clicks from deep.
Awesome contact. Oh, nice move by Cleveland. Off the glass and good. Oh, yeah. Mean mugging. How about that? Because he fit. Yeah, Jacob Johnson banging down low. Peter comes away with it. Up ahead to Cleveland, who goes strong. Great job by the Flames out on the break. Andrews and
Porter gets that one to the corner. Peter whips it out to Moffmer, open for the 3. That's pure. Great ball movement from the Flames, and they push. Rebounded 46-19. Speaking of the lack of size, it showed up in yesterday's game. Flames want to get out and run. Moffmer off the window, an easy deuce, and the Flames are perfect to begin this ball game from the field.
Great offensive players.
Peter spins, leaves it for Aquino, up, under, and in.
Wow, that's great decision making on both guys.
Peter gives up to Yates. They leave him open. Free ball goes down. That's what he does. Xander Yates hits the triple. Taelon Peter gets in the paint. Leaves it off. Decker again. Free ball. Boy, this kid can flat out shoot it.
And Peter just laid that off.
Offensive board. That's the second time in as many possessions. Bounce underneath.
Great pass. Great pass.
Xander Yates has it blocked again. And quickly up the other way. Taelon Peter leaving it off. Layup good. Eden running out on the break. Trying to make something happen on this possession in the corner. That's how you make something happen. You leave an open shooter.
Need some D.
Right. Peter drives and kicks. Moffmer just checked in. He'll launch the open 3.
And that was just,
I tell you,
smooth.
He's got a
Flames lead for most of this first half. Cleveland inside with speed.
Nice slip on the ball screen right there. That's really tough. Really
tough miss. Aquino rips it down. Head man to Peter against House. Behind the back in the lane, loses handle. And the alert hands for Nicholson, who's been a transformation. These sound like options at a fast food restaurant. Curl cuts, I would order it. Step out of bounds by Peter.
I think you had some curl cuts left.
Peter looked like he got away with steps and throws it away. Here comes Porter, still trying to get on track. Hasn't.
He's still moving before the ball even gets inbounded.
Peter with a break.
It's off on
basket. Yeah, and Mustafa got his hand in there again. So
addition for this FIU squad this year. Taelon Peter in the lane, had it stripped and taken away.
There's those active hands, that great defense.
Most people back home are like, hey, you're really playing some defense. He's like, that's not what they're telling me here. They're saying I need to step it up. This time it's taken
another
away.
steal.
Another Liberty turnover. Brewer hangs and hits off.
Up his dribble, has to get it back out to Peter. Gets a screen from Cleveland and then loses the handle. Bynum the steal.
Another turnover.
Come the Miners the other way. It's Terrell. Terrell back.
Kicking. Harris, a corner three, swirls off. That was down and out. And then Peter might have dribbled it off his leg. He did. Last touch by Peter, trying to go behind his.
Here is Taelon Peter on the floor for the first time, and he traveled. Never got into a groove in the first half because of.
He's a transfer from Trevecca Nazarene. Baseline bounce pass stolen away on a turnover. Nice job by Cotton. He'll drop.
Not a great rebounding team, but that was a big one for Jones.
Peter lost it. His pass to Cleveland, Aaron. He couldn't find the handle just inside the free throw.
Wilkerson keeps it. Boarded by Peter. Peter cut off by Wilkerson into the hands of Ford. And now the Bearcats come back. Yu picks up the loose ball. Porter, front court. Peter off the bounce. Drops it off. Yu can't handle it. Turnover into the hands of Boykin. Kick. Hoofner.
Aquino working on Lou, who's provided a start. Back cut. And Peter just loses the handle. He was already up and away. How about Lou providing a start?
Liberty hasn't scored in 3 minutes. Peter bumped by Lander, but that's another play on.
So bumped twice.
Taken away, another turnover. Bayless, but he stepped out of bounds, and a run-out chance.
So much in terms of injuries in his career. And it's been such a big part of this Flame squad, playing so well. Meanwhile, Liberty trying to kind of regroup. They turned the basketball over, though, and let's see A&T.
Stredick got out there ahead of the pack. Got to finish that one, big fella.
Peter tried to leave it off for Aquino. I think he may have surprised him a little bit as that one goes out of bounds.
Yeah, I think Peter had a
team fouls. And this is lost out of bounds by Peter, and McNeese with the basketball. So not only are there Adirondack chairs and a tiki bar, there's a bank now down by the beach zone.
Porter short, but an offensive rebound. And Taelon Peter was on the sideline before he took that three.
I do feel like there was an element there.
Palm has him top 20 in the country in offensive rating. Oh, Peter picks it off and fouled. That'll be Corey Cotton's first. Down 2. Woolley driving on Cleveland. Slams on the brakes. Bounce to Gordon, taken away by Peter. Ahead of the field.
And now just an ill-advised pass. 4th turnover of the night already for Zach Cleveland. It's taken right back. Now Cleveland ahead of the pack. Goes into Heb and lays it in for 2. Late shot clock situation. Frazier turning the corner, lost the basketball, and it's taken away by Peter. Now he loses the handle, and Matheny somehow ends up with it. A little bit kick. Thornton being hounded by Taelon Peter gives it up. Ev trying to drive on the freshman, has his pocket picked. 2-on-1 for the Flames. Moffmer leaves it up, the catch and the fit.
3 tries was Moffmer, and WKU operates on the break. McHenry up top fakes the 3, tries to go to Colombe, and it's stolen away by Taelon Peter. For all he does.
The Flames are really good at protecting the ball. 10 turnovers per game. Lands, loses the handle, and there you go, I jinxed him. Better get a body on this young man, Peter, because he can get to the Raiders, can tie here on this possession. The mismatch, Peter, but somehow Taelon comes away with it. And he tries to blow.
Right again, attacking. Spin move, trying to get rid of it. Into the wing. Active hands there from Peter, and a steal here for the Flames. The trailer for Liberty. Beanie out to Porter, launches the 3, misses that one. Coming down with it.
Jump ball possession stays with Liberty. And for the Gamecocks.
Another offensive board. Rebound in traffic. Hogue had his pocket picked.
Yeah, Hogue has athleticism and quickness. Effective offensive rebounds can be. Get another chance, and that time Liberty gets a 3 out of it.
Williams turns it over. Another turnover for the Panthers. Taelon Peter gets it to Matheny, right back.
Big time block from behind to save a basket.
That one picked now. Look out. Showtime. Taelon Peter, the
2-7. Pick and pop, Carpenter. Still hasn't scored, lost the handle. Peter sends it ahead to Moffmer.
Their best if the Aggies are going to have a chance in Huntsville, Alabama.
Pickens throws it away, picked up his dribble. Peter racing ahead, working on Sharon Fun, and he slips it through. Huge half for
Pretty amazing. Says a lot about the young man. Would rather be off the bench. Help the team, right? Porter completes a 3-point play. Bacho the touch, the strip. Here comes Peter right on cue. Finger roll to the basket for 2.
Not get too distracted with what everyone else is doing. Just focus on themselves. Another turnover.
Tackle Jr. in the game. Loose change for Peter. Here comes Liberty again. Matheny free for 3.
Sent from downtown, the Flames.
Tops in 3s for Liberty. 53 triples on the year. Peter, the overplay and hustle. 2-on-1. Matheny at
almost a steal by Moffmer, and he saves it into the hands of Newman, and he loses it. Loose ball fought for a tie up. The arrow goes back to Liberty.
Looking for big things in this second half. Mustafa, we showed you his prowess going to break.
Great defense from Peter there. Come right from behind, just swipe it away.
Yeah, Peter with a quick hand.
Got to get spacing.
Cleveland guarding Bayless, trying to get it in. Almost 5 seconds. It's taken away. Here comes Peter. Dumps it off. 3 ball.
79-62 in that ball game. They were out rebounded 46-19. Speaking of the lack of size, it showed up in yesterday's game. Flames want to get out and run. Moffmer off the window and easy.
On and off the floor, so I'm really excited to see where this opportunity takes him.
Yeah, something else that Kyle had shared is Taelon Peter. Oh boy, look out. Full head of steam. Don't get in his way. Kudus got a piece of it.
Yeah, he tried to pass fake, but Keita Kudus didn't buy it. Good block by the big guy.
Now picking his pocket is Peter. And he'll go in strong with the left hand. 8 on the shot clock. And Sisk just realized it, trying to go to work now, lost the handle, nearly poked away. Now Peter tracks it down, ahead of the pack, lays it in. Got caught.
Has it ripped away. Good defense by Mo. Davis ahead to Thomas and saves it back to Peter. And now Liberty will...
A couple games ago against UCF.
pass.
Better block.
Rejected by Langenfield.
He said, you guys are making fun of my defense. Watch this.
And as it's stripped.
They got a couple guys that they count on night in and night out that are not with them tonight, so they got their backs against the wall too.
Yeah, the injury bug has hit them hard early in the year. Porter, fast break, the lob, Peter, the 2-hand. Bill again trying to drive, had it poked away.
Good help by Peter. Jumped in the lane, stuck his...
It was great of you. You mentioned it earlier. Liberty is not a good free throw shooting team. These tight games on the road, free throws are just huge momentum swings.
And the big loss for Liberty, Carter.
Boykin off the bounce, off the screen from Ford. Boykin attacks, rejected by Peter. Liberty back the other way off the block.
Feeney deep triple. Rebound into the hands of Jalen Jackson. Hilltoppers push. Jackson attacks. Rejected out of bounds. Western Kentucky keeps it.
It's like there are great players at all levels, and Coach went out and that staff, and they've got a good group in here. Doesn't matter what level they came from.
Right. Can you play? Can you play? And there's a lot.
Pierre wants it. He's against Porter, outsizing him dramatically. Up top, it's home! In and out.
I don't agree with Pierre throwing on the offensive end.
And that's exactly the right word for what seemed to be lacking in most of the first half. Catch, release, Hurd, miss, Gordon, weak side. Kick. Woolley under duress. Lou, that's not his game. Misses the three.
Win against Liberty just a few nights ago.
Mustafa thought about a three, knocked down two his last time out. Weston, great patience. And this guy will sleep when Taelon Peter is in the corner. Knocks down the three again. Since conference play has become their leading scorer. And Kamari Lance.
They're starting to double Mustafa. How did that make that through with a behind-the-back pass?
Now it's Gordon. Nice ball movement here. And that one is swatted away. Comes back out to Cottle. Launches the three. Misses short. Another offensive rebound. Woolley's got
that every time.
Get it to Woolley off the inbound. Now to the corner. Hurd for three. There's an air ball.
The better you are.
House, mid-range jumper, no. They tap it out. Yeah. Offensive board. Kick out. Three ball coming from Cotton. That's pure.
Yeah, good play. And also, no. Man, look at that. They're all over the glass.
Board. Wow. Can they finish this possession with points? Gittins, three ball. Doesn't fall, and Matheny tracks it down.
Ahmad Bynum has checked in for the Miners along with Baylor Hebb. Bynum's going to get a look for three right off the bench. Too strong with it. Hamilton nearly had the offense in the steal.
Another turnover.
Come the Miners the other way. It's Terrell. Terrell back to Bynum for three. Bang!
And he's not going to Horton any room now.
Nope. Terrell left to right. Gets it to Camper. Has an open look for three. No. Loose ball, and Liberty will...
Guys getting caught looking at the basketball, and our man beat him back on a back cut to the basket.
Bynum, deep three. He's true.
He needed that one.
Pickens, Carpenter, Bostic, Osborne, and Cook for the Aggies right now. They swing it for Bostic. Too strong on the three. Long. So that was even uncharacteristic of him this year. Jackson a kick out. Bostic from the corner. That swirls away.
The junior, one of the top players in Conference USA, scoring and rebounding. Also, number 2 in assists. He's been spectacular. Rich McKay, Cooper in the corner, other end. Louisiana Tech misfires. Number 13 in black. That's the pack line defense. Abram kicks into the corner. It's Cooper. Three rattles out. Louisiana Tech really struggling offensively.
Trying to go is Hold. And a three is too strong.
If everybody's playing good D, very physical.
Transfer from Eastern Florida State in Melbourne, Florida. Out of Spain. Miller is way off on the... Right up top. Goes in the corner. The miss there from her.
Burners, they won 1 or 2, but they lost 4 close games.
Really close. On the 3 USA losses, a combined 8 points. In the corner. Big three. Sure. 13 and 13 for him, the double-double. First of his Kennesaw State career. Had a couple at Florida Gulf Coast. On the other end, 3 for 3. Sherman now.
Exactly.
It's his team.
Moffman's done a pretty good job on him.
High post pick comes from Gordon in the corner. Lou this time misfires from 3. Tipped out for Lou for Woolley. Drives on Moffmer. Contact Cleveland. Out for Lou for 3. Way strong. Cleveland a hand on it. Gordon
found a way to find points other ways. Very impressive.
Clock ticking down. Bostic 3-ball, rattles out. Carpenter with the board. They'll
two in today, and very personable.
His birthday present was taking a charge in practice. Yep. Literally. Long-range shot from Bynum, who's got 2 triples in the game here.
They're really trying to play 4 around Bacho right now. Throw it only where he can catch it. Three. Rims out on him. Rebound. Run down by Green.
But are one of only 3 teams with 6 road wins in college basketball. Hammonds 3, spins out, boarded by Aquino.
3 possession counts now for the Bearcats. Have a chance.
Wilkerson turns the corner. Cleveland cuts him off. Fenister launches the 3. Tap. Rebound into the hands of Cleveland.
Season high. Actually, it's 1 short at 16.
I'm scrapping on the defensive end, too.
Weston now. He's starting to get loose.
There it goes.
Nearly picked off it is. Talbot comes away with it. Couple of dangerous passes here from Cleveland that have been picked off. And now a whistle underneath is going to
30 points last game. Nice to see him start to contribute here.
12-0 run for Liberty. They're trying to snap it on that 3-point attempt. It's left short.
Under defender and now scorer.
Lasberg couldn't free himself with a 6'9" Enan. Mackay will try a 3. That's too strong. Aquino pulls the rebound.
Basketball right to the rim.
Lasberg. Another 3 attempt for Mackay. That one goes down. Jalal Mackay with the 3.
A lot of reps, but a couple more weeks before conference hits, and I'm telling you, you're going to need every one of those free throws.
And you know this too, Naz. When it comes down the stretch of game.
This is Chancellor White, sophomore, kicking it out. Garnett, the senior. The deep 3, no.
Finally 100%. Hitting a couple huge three threes in this half.
Djokovic skying for the rebound.
It's finding the right combinations.
10 seconds left on the shot clock. Bruins deep 3 on the way. That's left short. Rebound to Porter. Pass ahead. Running pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty efficient.
I mean, the transfer from Cedarville, and he's come in here with, he hasn't missed a step.
That 3 goes down. So the Bruins finally on the board. Cameron.
When they're at their full arsenal, I mean, you look down their roster. They got height. They got some power. They got athleticism, some skills. Oh.
Moffmer in there guarding the basketball. Kick out. 3 late in the shot clock. That goes down. Good stroke from Kanoa Ashley. His second.
Court. Maldonado. Baseline cut off. Dan wants it. Christopoulos will take it and knocks it down. John Christopoulos.
Cleveland lying in wait for help. Pass to Pierre. Right into the lane. Up and in.
We've seen the rhythm.
We've seen be a second win to this Kennesaw State offense. Lou, aggressive drive, reverse, in and out, follow, rolls away, and a whistle. The double. Cottle playing with 2 fouls. Rhythm, touch pass, Woolley. Misses. Liberty ball, timer off. 25 seconds and immediate timeout. 5 to shoot. Lou. Blocking foul on Peter. That'll be his second. Lou. And 1.
Now looking for help. Late shot clock situation. Frazier turning the corner, lost the basketball, and it's taken away by Peter. Now he loses the handle, and Matheny.
Yep, again, created by ball penetration, heading right down the lane.
Oh, the rejection! Zach Cleveland came out of nowhere.
The eye sets a screen. McHenry right wing. Step back, kick out. Colombe goes to work against Peter, running across the lane. Left-handed shot won't go. And
this, Fran, if you're not shooting the ball well, you got to still have an impact on the floor.
Shot clock down to 5. Buford trying to switch hands in the air, and it's Matheny who comes up with it.
Right again, attacking. Spin move, trying to get rid of it. Into the wing. Active hands there from Peter.
Look at the physicality down
inside,
there.
trying to pass it off. Hurd. Up top, Woolley with 1 in the shot clock. Lets it fly at the horn. That's going to be a shot clock violation.
Let's see if he goes up.
Pierre gives it up to Ituka. Going to try to drive on Peter. Pump fake. Couldn't get him in the air, but able to draw the foul.
Although Brewer's trying everything he can do.
That was strong move there from Wilcox. Just put the shoulder down and cleared enough in the first half. Around the arc it goes to Bostic. Jumps to pass, fires it back out for Harris. Inside the arc. Off the mark on his jumper. Fight for the rebound here collegiately. Harris a long toss to Osborne. Cleveland sagging off. Sharon Font. Fadeaway jumper. Carl rims it away. Collected by Peter. Lead back to 7. Pick and pop, Carpenter. Still hasn't scored, lost the handle.
And numbers for Sam Houston.
I think he got a little too cute. Too much spin on the ball. That's a nice move.
Subs in for Talvin Hester. But Newman stays on the court. Leads Conference USA in minutes per game. And an absolutely spectacular season. Good spin and score there. Cooper, 8 for Mothma early. They've been dominant this one tonight. Surprising score here in the first half. And one opportunity. Caden Cooper, the Oklahoma transfer.
Away on a turnover. Nice job by Cotton. He'll drop it off to Pierre. He'll follow the big man into the paint and lay it in for 2.
Obviously, anytime.
Outside, Brigham thought about it, puts it up, one hand no, and the rebound.
Defensively by Liberty.
Her drives. Hangs, can't hit. Another miss. Peter scraps for the rebound.
Door cut, great find by Cleveland.
Harris, tough. Two, splashes it home. High arcing shot goes.
He puts it on the deck very well.
Laser the third, the lefty, step back, hits it. It's a 3. Feeling it. A couple triples for
layup and then right there just beat his man one-on-one.
Reed, the shot fake, stumbles as he throws it up, almost made it. Rebound by Mothmer for the Flames. Abram goes left hand, misses the finger roll layup, and the rebound by Liberty. Louisiana Tech ball inbounding in the baseline. Newman finds Abram. Shot clock at 4. Abrams had the hot hand here, and he dribbles it off his foot out of bed.
Identity, plus 21 point differential. They're only allowing 59 points per game. Are you kidding me?
Counter trying to heat up. That's his second 3 of the night.
Smooth stroke.
And that's his 3rd. He'll stay in the ball game. Aquino checks out. Smith drives past Taelon Peter and lays it in for 2. Yante in 4 straight games since February of 1997. That according to our stat guru, Joe Carmody. Yeah. By the way, who is coaching?
COVID year. So we're not going to see as many fifth-year guys. A lot of guys setting records in 5 years that will never be broken.
Played 16 games. Is it?
Get them both. I don't know.
I think we got to get them both over here.
I'll gladly bounce you out of your seat for Colin Porter sing. Because I heard even the picture books.
Langenfeld step back, got it.
They lost, and if his team had won, he would have gone to Hutch. And as Richie told us, there's no way we would have gotten him there.
Yeah, and I talked to Jeremy Shulman, his junior college.
3, Peter. No answer. Liberty. Turning. Ready. Langenfeld kind of got Peter off balance, but it's an air ball, and Carroll throws base.
Hill again trying to drive, had it poked away.
Good help. Looking to provide it. All forced back out. Shaw tries his hand and gets an unlucky roll on a tough shot at the rim.
Saved in the corner, 10 to shoot. Ituka, tough shot rejected by Cleveland.
Yeah, this is really just got to let it go here.
House, layup. Down to 12.
Is there, John, and how he was just looking at everything. Can't believe this kid's just a freshman.
And trying to drive on Peter. Off balance, stumbling, bumbling, and finishing.
Stolen. Orton being hounded by Taelon Peter, gives it up. Ev trying to drive on the freshman, has his pocket picked. 2 on.
and all of a sudden 30-10 Liberty leading WKU.
Yeah, Decker only a 43% shooter on the season, but 12% in league play. We'll take credit for the defense on that, and I think the Hilltoppers did turn up the heat just a little bit defensively, didn't give up anything easy.
This time Lander gets left and scores. That's
between Yates and Mustafa.
Oh, you could tell Lance wanted it the first time. That shot never goes in.
2 minutes left. And Weston between his legs. Oh, but Cleveland swats it away. And there's a match.
USA. Pierre got the switch on to Peter. Powers into him. Couldn't convert. Fight for the rebound. Nicholson got it, and then he's fouled.
And you see for both teams, you see how effective offensive rebounds can be. Get another chance, and that time Liberty gets a 3 out of it.
Williams turns it over. Another turnover.
So easy.
Richie McKay said maybe no one he's ever coached faster end to end than Taelon Peter.
We're going to get hot, but each player is going to have to play their best if the Aggies are going to have a chance in Huntsville, Alabama.
Pickens throws it away, picked up his dribble. Peter racing ahead, working.
Still trying to get their leading scorer, Lamar Wilkerson, involved. Strong take by Hoochner. No, sent back.
Sherman, kick out for Wright. The lefty through traffic spins and hits, rattles it in. Ricardo Wright's got him a field goal.
The ball, they're topped in the conference in blocking shots, second in the conference in steal percentage. So two really interesting defensive teams.
Brewer following, maybe sensing his dad is about to etch his name alone in the record books. Right now tied with Coach Meyer. Second and one today.
Ends a Cook, preseason all-conference performer. Gets a screen. Step back, 3 ball. Oh, and it goes down. Christian Cook.
38% from downtown, the Flames.
Tops and threes for Liberty. 53 triples on the year. Peter, the over Liberty.
Burgeoning star. I don't know what burgeoning means, Dave, but producer said use some big words. You know them.
Camper drives and hits on the other end. That was a difficult contested shot.
On inbounds. I'd like to see Sacco go inside, get him the ball. Let the big dog eat. Bannister off the bounce. Peter takes it away. You picks up the loose ball.
They try to help supplement the loss of Kamari Lance, who's out with an injury. Nice turnaround from Counter. It won't go. 3-point shooters in the country. Porter with the hop step, but it won't go. Mustafa on the board.
He's back to the basket, flips it to his guy, and knocks down another triple.
Yeah, in a rhythm. And Peter trying to body up Weston. How about Cleveland? Aggressive on the team.
Knew that, but man, he just pulls a quick one for money.
8 points for Matheny. Smith trying to bang there into Taelon Peter. Deflected out of bounds. It will stay with
really active guys, active hands. And again, they'll just sort of randomly scramble and switch. And
Aquino might have got a piece of that one on the way up. School doesn't start until October. So we've only been together since then. So while a lot of teams have had a lot longer to kind of mesh. And this ball game's really never been in doubt. Good take to the rim. Jair Walker.
As Liberty has an 11-point lead. There's their second half breakdown. 17 practice in October, and it is a season-ending injury, but a huge key preseason first-team all.
And you use that blind pig. It's to fight pressure on the wings. You lift up your post players and back cut the wings, and that bounce pass to the rim.
The lob to Peter.
And who delivers the mail? Zach Cleveland.
Playing overseas now. The basketball runs in that family.
Yeah, and you look at these.
Oh, that's a tough shot there from Buchanan.
Man, runner by
8 on the shot clock. Arrington harassed by Yates. Crossover, gets under the free throw line, pulls up, shot good. Love to see that from Malik Arrington. He's so big.
Tyler Schmidt, twice an NAIA All-American. Schmidt driving, spinning, scoring.
Scoring is one of those things that
goes inside. Otis Frazier guarded by the smaller Taelon Peter. Trying to power through him and draws the foul. Frazier.
They really can't. I mean, no assists at this point. You can see that all of their shots are being created by one-on-one plays off the dribble.
Colombe can't get it to go. That a good look.
What a hectic sequence those three possessions were. My goodness.
All right, Kamari Lance playing for the first time. Actually, he's played for 5 games in a row after missing 12. You got to see that.
And the Flames are really good at protecting the ball. 10 turnovers per game. Lance loses the handle, and there you go. I jinxed him.
Interview, you mentioned it earlier. Liberty is not a good free throw shooting team. These tight games on the road, free throws are just huge momentum swings.
Blue Raiders can tie here on this possession. The mismatch, Peter, but somehow.
Most offensive players we have in this league. He's guarding Abar right now. Abar, the size advantage, gets to the right hand and puts it in for 2.
Yeah, I mentioned.
Wilcox again trying to back down Taelon Peter. Peter stood him up that time. A shot off the mark and it goes back to Liberty.
To an open McKay, but again, if the Panthers are finding a way.
That one hung on the rim, got the offensive rebound.
So Barnes back outside, now Frazier has it inside. He's working against Peter. Up he goes, he's fouled, and will go to the line to shoot 2.
I thought we'd see a little bit more.
And I'll just continue to play the same role. Pretty amazing. It says a lot about the young man. Would rather be off the bench. Help the team, right? Porter completes a 3-point play. Bacho still out. Elkington stays in here. Bacho no fouls, but 5 turnovers in the game tonight. Elkington blocks Cleveland, doing everything. And it goes as a shot.
He dishes to the wing to Hogue. And off the window. And it takes 4 minutes and 40. Oregon State. He's been a head coach in all of those fine schools. As Hogue goes inside and puts it over Peter for 2. And again, looks like he's going to be replaced by Niagu, who's waiting to check in. Meanwhile, a turnaround Hogue, no good. Great job by Nicholson. Here's Hogue. Puts up a short shot from the far side. Bangs on his chest and...
Quality players.
Portal's an incredible thing.
Yep.
Frazier the third, the back end, the lefty doesn't get a roll. Mockmore clears an offensive glass for Liberty.
As athletic as Peter is, Elkington's got a little size.
Works against Peter, backs him in, goes for the turnaround, draws the contact and the foul on Peter. And Elkington will head over.
Johnson Coliseum has won 16 straight home conference games over the last 2 years. Floater won't go off the
top 25 team, and so it gave them an opportunity to kind of measure where they were. And Jacob Johnson banging down low. Peter comes away with Torrey Alston getting the start for Kamari Lance. Bangs down low and draws the foul. Middle Tennessee looking for big things in this second half. Mustafa, we showed you his prowess going to break.
Great defense.
Ball screen. There's the roll. Let's see if they can get it.
Smith cut off by Moffmer. Now they get it into the post. Ellingsworth, no. Good defense there, and now the foul. Ellingsworth.
Yeah, he was fading away on that one. Off the mark.
Sanders gives it up. They tried to pass inside.
Copeland driving on Peter. And court buckets, the pressure starting to work against Liberty. Mo just 5 points so far. Into the front row. Entry pass from the inbounds goes to Mo down on the block. And
story about Schwieger, and when he was recruiting him, he came from Linkier prep program. His twin brother's playing here now. He transferred over from Wright State in the offseason. Back out of break here. Valpo to the offensive end within 18 points, and Ayla Cruz-Monegro gets fouled.
Aquino, left hand too strong. Gamecocks want to push. Pierre, transition triple. A little flat, a miss, long board to Nicholson. Down the lane, kick, taken away. Woolley show and shake on Peter. Erupts to the rim, rejected by Aquino. And Liberty maintain.
Yep, again, created by ball penetration, heading right down the lane.
Oh, the rejection! Zach Cleveland came out of nowhere.
Time Matheny, the beneficiary.
Off a backdoor cut. The Hilltoppers have not been the best at guarding backdoor cuts this season.
Jackson takes a bump, throws up a shot. We'll see if they give. As Lander deflects a pass, gets the steal, and WKU can piece together a little bit of a run here. Lander driving inside. Can't get it to go against the contest there at the rim. Good job.
We'll take credit for the defense on that, and I think the Hilltoppers did turn up the heat just a little bit defensively, didn't give up anything easy.
This time Lander gets left and scores. That's
asleep, and when Taelon Peter is in the corner, knocks down the three again. Since conference play has become their leading scorer. And Kamari Lance.
So many things. Deeney has his shot blocked by Lou. Now it's Gordon. Nice ball movement here. And that one is swatted away. Comes back out to Cottle. Launches the three. Another steal. Here's Wright. Now to the corner. Wright gets it back. Launches the three. That one looked good coming off the hand. Look at these guys.
And taken away.
There's those active hands, that great defense by FIU.
Gittins off the mark, long rebound, tracked down by it's stolen. Was looking to get it to Cleveland there on the block, had it taken away. The drive, the saw, that's beautiful. With the left hand, Jaden Brewer, 6 points.
From the steal.
Another turnover.
Come the Miners the other way, it's Terrell. Terrell back to Bynum for three. Bang!
And he's not going to...
And hit. And pulled down by Bates off the bench here for Louisiana Tech. Effective guard on the other end. It's there for Abram from three. That would be big because
pulling away on a turnover. Nice job by Cotton. He'll drop it off to Pierre. He'll follow the big man into the paint and lay it in for two.
Obviously, any time.
Here now, Pierre to House. Drops it in for two as he converts the 7-10.
Can't hit.
Nice look.
Offensive rebound, Sherman. Willie running. Back to Sherman. Can't lay it in. The follow off the mark. Weir battles.
Ball cut here by Louisiana Tech and Abram. Abram a three. Got it!
That back to the basket, flips it to his guy, and knocks down another triple.
Yeah, in a rhythm. And Peter trying to body up Weston. How about Cleveland? Aggressive on the deep.
Rebound into the hands of Jalen Jackson. Hilltoppers push. Jackson attacks. Rejected out of bounds. Western Kentucky. Big rebound, Colombe. Lander, kick out, triple, Bedford. Aquino has the rebound.
Nearly picked off it is. Talbot comes away with it. Couple of dangerous passes here from Cleveland that have been picked off. And now a whistle underneath is going to corner three off the mark. Good look, didn't fall. The Flames 9 of 22 from three. Hey, there's one. That goes down, just pass tipped and stolen away. Now the lob ahead. Deflected again. It's chaos. They get it into Hina Kunis, who can't convert. He gets it back. Mark, Zach tapped it out. Flames nearly secured it and said quickly NC-A&T the other way. Lamuth off the window for two. Left it short. Aggies want to run. Lamuth, full head of steam, gets to the rack, and it doesn't fall with a whistle.
That's corner. Shot from Decker, no good. And now Louisiana out and running. Thomas straight to the rim. They have been deflected there by Mothmer.
Off the glass. Go to the 5-minute mark here in the first half. Langenfeld for three.
That's what he
For first into double digits, Owen Aquino's got 10. Drive for Schmidt, and his pop-up shot from 5 feet.
Three. That's a recipe for success, John.
Hogue. They give him the bucket. Why not?
To the corner. Gittins slicing through the paint, trying to back in.
Oh, man.
Boy, that tough look. Solitude grabs the board, puts it up. No.
Man, look at
Frazier to Kalu, top of the key.
puts the ball on the floor, hands it off to Camper. Camper trying to get inside, working on Peter. Has it rejected by Aquino, and here comes Liberty. Ends up being a stop as he misses both of them. Terrell to Frazier. Frazier racing to the basket. He's fouled hard. That'll be on Peter.
And hit. Being pulled down by Bates off the bench here for Louisiana Tech. Effective guard on the other end. It's there for Abram from three. That would be big because
Ituka all the way to the window for two.
That was great savvy play there by Ituka. He
now puts it on the deck, hangs, gets it outside to Bostic. Bostic had that bucket just a moment ago, working on Peter, and he kicks it out of bounds. Couple of turnovers here in the last minute.
Yeah, New Mexico's really bothered them from beyond the arc, and even on the close shots weren't falling, and man, nothing is easy in there.
Loose on the floor.
Wasn't sure what you meant.
How about him missing 2 free throws?
That's
like
shocking.
90% from the line.
Shocking.
Foul there.
Bynum hands and it's really tough shot. Challenged, and he's got two.
Colombe takes a bump, kicks it back out to Lander. Lander attacks and gets fouled by Taelon Peter. First trip to Kentucky, had a few chances to cut it down to single digits. Unable to make it happen. And now and one with a foul on Peter. So that'll send Columbia.
3.2 seconds remaining before the half. Talbot looking to inbound, gets it to Ware. They hand it right back to him. Open look from three, off the mark. And in many ways, that was...
Coach Turner gives them the freedom to kind of run and jump trap or switch randomly.
Douglas, NBA range three, well short. Rebound comes out. 9 points for Taelon Peter. Coming off 10 points in his last ball game, and you and I both said, Naz, we felt like that was his most complete game.
Yeah.
Copeland trying to be the spark. Oh, nice wrap around finish.
Ellis leaving off, 9 to shoot. Tough defense. Shaw takes a deep three, raises front iron, but an offensive board.
Matheny, the beneficiary.
Off a backdoor cut. The Hilltoppers have not been the best at guarding backdoor cuts this season.
Jackson takes a bump, throws up a shot. We'll see if they give. As Lander deflects the pass, gets the steal, and WKU can piece together a little bit of a run here. Lander driving inside. Can't get it to go against the contest there at the rim. Good job.
Have been limited to 0.
Here comes Jackson inside, right-handed layup, good.
Got around the tall.
For a 4-point play, no call. He doesn't care. Peter all of a sudden up to 21 points. Here comes Lander the other way against Peter. Once more, Hal, when he gets up 23% in the first half. They're 7 for 12, 58% in the second half. As Lander drives right and scores this time from that right block.
As well as Elijah Jones. Jones has it top of the key, gets it to Bynum. Bynum spins his way out of trouble, crosses a man up and puts up the three, unable to get it to fall. And the
red. Some early minutes for Carlos Sharonfont, who's barely played in conference play. Fadeaway jumper is good for the transfer from Memphis.
And if he can do that, just
on JSU. Baseline, Pierre, fouled, no. Ball is loose, taken by Liberty.
And a ball cut here by Louisiana Tech and Abram. Abram a three, got it!
6 from the line, so 2 big ones for Liberty, back to double digits. McHenry off the window, misses again, so he is 0 for 8.
And a direct traffic, now hands it off to Antonio Sisk. 8 seconds on the shot clock. They're finally now kind of getting into their offense. Sisk lost the handle, out of bounds. That gets in the hands of Ivory. 8 on the shot clock. I think Sisk just realized it, trying to go to work now. Lost the handle, nearly poked away. Now Peter. Liberty football, we know right now, is playing for a chance to go to the conference championship game. So we get it. We're probably the secondary screen right now, maybe on the phone. But we appreciate everybody tuning in.
You can't stay in the middle of the court. You got to go side to side. Dribble at defenders, then kick it out. What they're doing right there, that does not work against this defense. You can't.
Are great players at all levels, and Coach went out and that staff, and they've got a good group in here. Doesn't matter what level they came from.
Right, can you play?
Air snatches the ball. Timer ticks. Cotton cuts. Great lead, Nicholson. And you wonder if he played a little soft for a couple of threes.
No question.
Woolley, feed to Gordon, great extra pass. Slight hesitation, and the finish for Hurd.
Barnes, relayed that one not free, now finds a cutting Teb. Doesn't hit. UTEP screaming for a foul, they don't get it.
That high is usually the 7-footer that's around the rim, only scoring at the basket. But he is a very skilled player and very efficient.
Edelin hits a cutting Lander.
On that defensive possession, came down to the last second. They were solid for 29 seconds.
Nice pass to the cutter Miller. That was a good job on offense there.
Gamecocks.
Yeah, that's the plan for the Gamecocks.
Another offensive board. Rebound in traffic. Hogue had his pocket picked.
Yeah, to stop. You got to take away some of this momentum.
Pierre, good pass, finds Brigham, able to lay it in on the other side of the rim.
Wow, really great pass.
Saying that.
Well, he wants to stay in the moment and not get too distracted with what everyone else is doing. Just focus on themselves. On a turnover.
Decker Jr. on the game.
But boy, he's got some physicality to him. Doesn't mind taking a hit when needed. He's trapped on the double, finds Baccio, down low, shot rejected, but Baccio is there to clean it up and puts it in.
That thing was halfway down, bounces out, offensive rebound. And the layup no good, another try, so 2 offensive boards. Deontay.
He made such an impact on and off the floor, so I'm really excited to see where this opportunity takes him.
Yeah, something else that Kyle had shared is
clear out. Jones, the take, the dump off to Achor, and through contact, Achor.
No good, hits the lip, no, back out, right back. Pass inside Moncrief, up for 2.